In this lesson we're going to take a look at the positioning of sprites on the screen or the background. So each time we move this sprite around the screen here, it has a different address. Just like your house has an address on your street, the sprite has a particular address on the screen. And to find the particular address of this sprite, all you have to do is you have to move over to where the sprite is, and you can see the sprite name, and underneath the sprite name there's two numbers. One is the X number and the Y number. So the current position is X5, Y minus 2. So every address has two numbers. So you have an X number and a Y number. And basically it just follows the XY grid, or the XY coordinate system, which we can take a look at more closely just by clicking on the background and going to backgrounds and importing the XY grid. And the XY grid will come as a installed background with the Scratch program. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to take a look at get a bigger look at this XY coordinate system. I'm just going to switch to presentation mode, and here you can see the particular addresses of different points here. Now right in the center, the address right in the center is X0, Y0, and if you stay on this line and you move right towards the left here, you can see X becomes minus 100. The X address becomes less and less as we move to the left here until we get right to the end where X is minus 240. And as long as we're on this line, Y is 0. But as soon as we move up here, Y starts to increase. Okay. And similarly, if we move to the right here, this X number here, it'll get bigger and it'll be X 100 here, and Y is still 0 as long as we're on this line here. Now we're moving across until we get right to the edge of the screen. You can see the point right here. X is 240 and Y is 0, this point right here. So the total width around of the screen is 240 plus 240, you get 480. That's the total width of the screen. And if we move up and down the screen, if we stay on this line, this blue line here, X will always be 0. So if I move up here, we got Y is increased to 100. X is still 0, but Y is 100. I move all the way to the top, and Y is 180, X 0. And similarly, if I move down, we go into negative territory. So Y is minus 100, X is 0. We move all the way down to this point right here, and X is 0, Y is minus 180. So we have 180 plus 180 is 360. So from top to bottom it's 360, and across it's 480. Okay. So that's a quick look at the XY coordinate system, and that's how we determine the position of our particular sprite that's on the screen. Click on the sprite here, and I'm going to give that a name. We should always name our sprites. Remember that from previous lesson. And you can see right now the positioning is X minus 70, Y minus 55. Now can I move it around here closer to the center, and if I can get it close, so you can see X is 7, Y is 10. I can move the cat all the way down to the bottom here, and you'll see X is 0, X is 0, and Y is minus 180. So we've gone a little bit outside of the screen actually. So as we move the cat around, you can see different positions. Also, you can see different positions of the mouse cursor as well. On the tab right here just below the presentation window, as I move the mouse cursor across here, you can see the positioning changing of the mouse cursor. So in summary, every point on this screen has a particular address, and it's referenced by two numbers, an X number and a Y number. So right in the center we have X0, Y0.